What's up, everyone? It's me, Melanie Mac, here on my new channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. As I film this, I'm like right so close to 30,000. Let me see where I'm at. I am at 29,660 subscribers. Let's go. Maybe by tomorrow I'll hit it. But thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Now, yesterday I told you guys I hung out with Brittany Venti. And that was super fun. Super fun. We went to this like gaming restaurant. It was like a restaurant that had food and stuff. And they also had video games at the tables. And we played some Switch games and streamed on her channel. It was so fun. It was a good time. But she's very, very nice, very sweet person. So I'm stoked. We're going to hang out more and stuff. So it'll be good times. Anyway, let me go ahead and dive into today's video. I wanted to react to this Moon Knight clip that Disney Plus dropped. I know I have a lot of beef with Disney and all that stuff. But I will say Moon Knight, after I saw that initial trailer especially, I am excited for it. So we'll see what I think after I see this little clip here. So let me go ahead and pull this up. I got to keep the volume kind of low so I don't get any type of copyright strike or anything like that. So obviously if you want to see it yourself, you can watch it in better quality. But let's see what this is about. I don't know that much about Moon Knight other than this, by the way. Okay. Fight scene. Running. Are they in like a tomb? Or... Or he's like summoning something in a tomb. Oh man, what's it gonna be? Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I'm not gonna lie though, I'm actually stoked. Cause like, I like dark, mystical things when it comes to like shows, TV shows, movies, fantasy, that kind of stuff. I did see a couple people, this is my first time watching this whole clip or whatever, but I did see some people on Twitter complaining about the little fight there that woman like one-on-one just kicked that guy's butt who's like twice her size. But my personal opinion on it, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't really have issues with stuff like that. Because, I mean, this isn't a realistic show anyway and all that. It's just fun. This is Marvel. It's fun. I mean, this dude just summoned some beast. I'm about it, though. I'm about it. Some of my favorite movies ever. Like, I really like the Underworld movie, the first one. Because I like vampires and stuff like that. But I just like dark... mystical things. I think they're really cool, which is funny because I'm a Christian, so that always confuses some people. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just think it's a cool aesthetic and stuff. And so I like that, but I also really like Constantine, the movie with Keanu Reeves in it, even though that's not like totally accurate to the comics and all that. But I love that movie so freaking much. But this whole thing, y'all know how much I love Tomb Raider and stuff. Seeing them in what appeared to be a tomb, and they looked like some sort of ritual or summoning thing, and some demon or whatever it was coming out of the ground, the purple magic aesthetic. I think this looks awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. As much as I have issues with Disney and Disney Plus and stuff, and there's certain things that like I won't support. But I am going to have to watch this. I'm going to have to watch it, not going to lie. All right, let me go ahead and read some comments of the day. This is from Brawman. He says, hold on, let me like make this just, I'll just move this over a little bit. All right. He says, you sound like a 60 plus white politician every time you say originally intended. All right, neat. Next comment. Andrew Garfield video. Anyway, Richard says, do you think we should get Godzilla versus Pacific Rim? I think that could be interesting, but I just feel like Godzilla would kick those Jaegers' butts, man. It would just, that's the thing, is I couldn't tolerate Godzilla losing that. No, not gonna happen. Those video game suits, they ain't got nothing on Godzilla. Not the king. All right, so this person says, I'm a gay man and I believe straight actors can play gay roles. Watch Scam France season 3. I don't know what that is. And tell me straight guys can't play gay roles after watching it. Yeah, I don't know exactly what this is, but I do agree with your sentiment. All right, Jack Attack says, I'm gay and full 1000% support straight actors playing gay roles. Otherwise, one, you wouldn't be able to allow gay actors to play straight roles, which I agree that would be a double standard. So I do agree with your point here. And two, the gay men at least attracted to the acting profession seem to be all cut from the same cloth and very effeminate. So if we didn't let straight actors play gay, we'd literally never see a masculine gay character again. And I also really agree with your point here, because I think too with Hollywood and all the like front facing entertainment type stuff, and even when it comes to a lot of activists online, when you see how gay people are portrayed in fiction and or even in real life, it's like they almost always, like always from my memory, pick the stereotypical effeminate gay guy. And hey, it's not my place to judge anyone, how they are, how they live and stuff like that. So this isn't a knock at that, but I'm just saying I'm sure that you as a gay man probably, I don't know how you are, but I would imagine that it probably would feel a little odd to only see one type of gay guy being portrayed, you know what I mean? Because masculine gay men exist too. And that's one thing too, is I make videos and I've made tweets and stuff talking about masculinity as a whole, because I do think that society likes to knock masculinity. They want to call it toxic and they want to hate on masculinity all the time. And I think masculinity is a good thing, and I think it's a really good thing for society, and we need masculine men in society very much. And whenever I make tweets about stuff like that, I always get people coming in the replies saying, oh, that's homophobic. And I'm like, how is that homophobic when gay men can be masculine too? And so we've got, I think because of the way that a lot of gay men are portrayed, in the only way that we're actually seeing them in media, is everybody just assumes that all gay men are like that. And they don't see that you guys are, you're unique individuals, and it's not just some stereotype. So that's a good point you made there. Also, 3, you said, if you restrict the talent pool, then by sheer statistics, you'll most often have less talented actors playing gay roles. Activists do not speak for us all. And that's so true, because activists try to speak for everybody. They try to speak for you guys. They try to speak for, like, women. They try to speak for, like, black people or anybody who's not white, things like that. And the problem with that is that they give such, with them being so vocal, they give such, like, a false impression on how a lot of people are. And I think that's one reason why we're seeing a cultural, like, backlash in some ways, or we're getting people who are cautious about those of us who are not in the straight white man group, So I know, like, as a woman, a lot of people's first impression of me is they're going to assume that I'm, like, this super man-hating feminist. Because the activists of, like, all these feminist activists and all that kind of stuff, the really vocal ones on social media, are bashing men all the time and hating men all the time. And so people are shocked when I'm not like that. Oh, wow, this is a girl with a platform and she doesn't condone hating men and stuff. And it's sad that we're at that point, because that's making things worse for us. When these activists try to speak for us and they get so ridiculous, honestly, then it makes things harder for us in society, because people are going to assume we're like them, and we're not. A lot of us, we just want to get along with everybody, and we don't want to be treated as victims, and we don't want to be hating people who are different than us and all that. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying there. Owen says, more female lead Spartans than male in Halo, a war game, DOA. And that's the thing, too, is like, I think it's cool if they have like a couple female Spartans in there, or even just one or just a couple. Hey, that's cool. But yeah, in this kind of situation, I don't know. I haven't seen all of it. I haven't seen a lot of it. But in this situation where they have half or even more female Spartans than male, it does kind of break the, it's not, it breaks the believability, I guess. Because, I mean, let's be real, when any type of war stuff breaks out, fictional or otherwise, you're really going to rely a lot on strong men to handle that. And there's still some women who can do cool stuff and whatnot. And it's still cool in these kind of things to see, oh, look, this girl, she could kick butt. That's fun. It's all in good fun. But whenever they go pandering with it, or they try to, like, do it in this way, and then it does break the immersion for me, for sure. All right, Tigger says, I love Ian McKellen. Glad he is stating the obvious, that acting is literally pretending to be something that you are not. And Timothy here says, I'm LGBT and this identity politics are out of hand. Lol, who cares? I know. Identity politics are just ridiculous right now. I'm just ready for everybody to start seeing each other like human beings. I miss the 90s, man. In the 90s, we were told, like, hey, just treat people as people. And if someone has a different skin color than you or something, like, just treat them as they're just as human as you. You don't have to treat them different. And I know back then that was different with, like, LGBT acceptance and stuff. So that's another topic. But in general, I just think that we need to start judging people based on their character and not on anything else. Not on anything else about what they look like, what their skin color is, what their background is, what their sexual orientation is. We should be judging people based on how they treat others and how they are as human beings. Because that's what matters. At the end of the day, we're all people. And that's that. So let me go ahead and go to the verse of the day, which I picked Romans 16:19. It says, for your obedience is known to all, so that I rejoice over you. But I want you to be wise as to what is good and innocent to what is evil. And I think I really like this for a lot of what's going on in the world right now and stuff. Is now that with the internet and with, honestly, yeah, with the internet and with a lot of things, is we just have so much access to a lot of things. And we have so much access to things that are evil and corrupt and things like that. And so I think it's sometimes important to remember that we do need to separate ourselves from evil things. And it's biblical. And that's the thing is, when I think about kids these days too, it's kind of scary with like social media. And I honestly am of the opinion that little kids should not be on social media at all, because it can be so brainwashing for such impressionable minds. But then also with the way things are in schools and stuff like that, everyone talking about their sexualities and stuff, or the teachers even like teaching kids about their sexualities, when these kids are like so freaking young that they shouldn't even be taught anything about sexuality or sex in general at that age. And I think just let kids be kids, dude. And I keep hearing like some stories from little kids in school and stuff like that just feel a lot of social pressure about things and about like things that are going on with all these like sexualities and stuff. Like these kids that are taught to, oh, well, what are you? Are you gay, straight, or bi? And all this. And they're little kids. And then they're so confused, and they feel like that if they say the wrong thing, that their friends aren't going to like them anymore, and they don't know what to say, but they don't know what to feel because, well, they don't know what they are because, I mean, they're kids. And I think back in the day, it was people made more of an effort to kind of preserve a child's innocence. And it's sad because I don't think that that's going on right now, and I feel sad for a lot of the younger generation as a result. So anyway, it's kind of a tangent I went on there. But that's that for today's video. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you all tomorrow, and in the meantime, go boom.